Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.
Hello and welcome to Nirmal Bang, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Ria Singh, technical analyst, currencies joining in. Welcome to the show, Ria. Ria, my first question coming to you is firstly, with regards to a weak dollar, what is it that's causing this kind of weakness? And from here on, what are the kind of events we should be watching out for? And what level do you foresee on the back of those events?
Good evening, here. If you look at the dollar, I think it has now relaxed from the already, hyped off events of elections and then the Fed meet. Uh, you know, uh, we didn't expect very aidful steps from Fed. So that is what actually, made the market lose its sentiment into the dollar index. So right now, what it's playing on is, I think. The positive news that we are getting from the vaccine development, though there is an issue on to how the medicines will be distributed, but obviously the positivity from the overall vaccine news has definitely impacted the safe havens currently, and this is what we are currently witnessing into the dollar. A weaker dollar also signals that the risk appetite now have cooled down, and a positive growth can be expected from the developing nations. Probably there will be more risk of sentiment that we can see into the rupee as well, with the FII inflows picking up much more now. So it will be moreover looking at the data right now as to how much FIIs will be doing, will be pouring in into the domestic front, and what are the other RBI operations that will come forward. I think even the 200, the quantum of the bond purchase that the RBI has done. Is also one of the reason that can affect the rupee also, apart from the dollar.
Right. And with the dollar, we are seeing similar kind of weakness that's coming in on the yen as well. What do you make on that front?
I think not only dollar but all these safe havens are right now witnessing the risk of sentiment. The first fly to the safe havens, yen being the second most approachable safe havens after the dollar. The first flight was obviously when there was a high tensions with high uh, uh, improbability with respect to the outcome of the US elections. We see quite a flight towards the yen as well as the dollar. So right now, when these events are over, we were expecting that there will be some relaxation that will come. There will be some profit taking that can happen even on the international level, and this is what we are currently witnessing in yen as well. Now, if you look at the overall data that has come forth from the Japan, it is not very withholding, and though the central bank has come forward and say it will be supporting, but it will require a huge quantum of support right now. Japan being so much into export and stuff, so it will require huge momentum of fiscal measures in order to get its currency back on track. So I think apart from few ticks, yen will have to struggle this year.
Right. And along with the yen, if you see with regards to the pound as well, there is some bit of bearish momentum that we have been witnessing, especially on the BOE and FM speech. What direction are you expecting with regards to the pound as well?
I think pound, the major reason that it had a gap down today was because yesterday, as you said, the central bank did leash a fresh wave of stimulus on the economy, which was already struggling so much. Not only from the Brexit overall weighing onto the country, but also from the various measures of lockdown that it had faced in the past few weeks. So I think more than expected and a larger than expected fresh wave of stimulus is what have what action what we are witnessing into the pound right now. Now, will it hold? I think it won't hold so much because the momentum compared to the US is still less, and plus there can be some pickup into the pound and euro as well, because we are expecting late today or tomorrow some fresh statement, a positive statement to come out from the Brexit talks. It will be concluding today, and there will be some common ground statement that can be released. So we are expecting some fresh bullish sentiment that can happen into the pound. So so right now for tomorrow's momentum, I am positive on the pound and euro.
Right. So, what are the strategies that you would want to recommend for trade, Ria?
I think rupee can still trade into the green. So you can definitely go into a buy for rupee above 74.75 for the target of 74.90, 75.10 with stop loss at 74.60. The second strategy that you can go for is going long into pound as well. You can buy pound above 98.58 for the target of 98.75, 98.90 with stop loss at 98.20. I'm seeing some bullish sentiment into the yen as well, because if you look at the today's momentum, though the rupee started on a weaker note, and yen JPY normally follows into these steps of the momentum of the rupee, but it didn't trade into the red so much, and the first tick into the green was seen into the JPY INR. This is indicating that there is a positive bias into the pair. So you can definitely go long into JPY INR above 70.95 for the target of 71.50, 71.35 with stop loss at 70.80. The pair can go to retrace some of the loss and the gap down that had seen few sessions back. So you can definitely go long into the JPY INR.
Right. All right, Ria. Thank you so much for getting us those views and those strategies as well. Thank you, participants, for joining in. And we wish all of you a happy Diwali and a happy New Year in advance. We should see you back again on Tuesday. Thank you so much.